Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to share with you my opinion about the game Hordz. Keep in mind, for some reason, it doesn't record music for this game. Other games, yeah, this one no, so I have no idea what can I do. I tried many times, so all I can share is my opinion, but I can show you gameplay. So what is Hordz? Well, Hordz is basically, you have both shooting and melee, it's up to you to decide which one, and you need to fight hordes of enemies and survive. Now, as you can see by its theme, it's actually a game for Halloween. Now, I had nightmares playing it, and this is not because it's scary, but because of the controls. I was just fighting with this game. It includes the UI, the mechanics, everything just felt so off. Now, you know me, even if I suffer, I'll continue playing. I'll try to find, kind of a sweet spot and maybe some things that can be interesting in the game. I'm not giving up that fast. Now, every game has a cons and pros. This one has more cons than pros, and unfortunately, again, both the UI and the mechanics of the game just felt really off to me. I also don't like tapping to shoot in very fast succession. It's really tiring my fingers, and this is actually what caused me to stop. I just couldn't do it anymore. It was so annoying. So basically, again, depends on how you implement it in the game. Maybe some of you won't even notice, but for me, it was very tiring. Also, something with the hotspot, the way you actually hit the enemies, felt a bit off. The other thing I didn't like seeing a tutorial every other level, seeing a new tutorial that sometimes even one after the other just explain to you how to do things. And it can be something very simple like shooting enemies. Why I need to see it every single time when it's just different enemy? But some other levels, you do have something different that's actually good at the developer actually showing you how to do it. And the game can become very intensive. At some level I just couldn't, it just took too much, especially when I need to shoot too much. That's why, by the way, I quit. I just couldn't do it anymore. But in some ways, when I progress, I actually discovered that some of the mechanics are actually quite interesting. For example, when there's a bike flying towards you, you need to put something up to create a fire. But that was actually simple. The other ones, you need to actually roll the enemies in order to eliminate them. The other ones you need to knock in order to open a box for the enemy to come out, and then you need to defeat it. And one that I really like is the one that you need to balance by just knocking them to the same side 2 times, or right and left. So if you look at the right side now, you can see that the enemy is kind of statue moving left and right. You need to kind of move your wand to actually knock him down. Although eventually I just realized that I just need to shoot and eventually it will fall down. That's true, by the way, for most enemies, I think. So again, in that aspect, this was actually interesting when you have different mechanics to eliminate each enemy and you need to do it fast before the enemies overwhelm you. And that's probably the thing that I kind of remembered the most about the game. This is something that was interesting to me, kind of seeing wave of enemies, and instead of just shooting them, you just need to deal with them in different ways. So yeah, well done for that. Well, whether I recommend the game? Well, at this point, no, but the thing is that the developer does have something interesting, but it needs more polish. Again, because the different mechanics are actually very interesting thing in this game that I really like. I'm telling you, this is a really good thing in the game that really makes it kind of stand out from other shooters. If you're choosing the ones, of course, and maybe extending the duration of the shooting. So again, I don't want really to tap things so many times. So maybe have a power up that can actually appear often, and you can have it just appear longer instead of me needing to just tap all the time. There are ways to actually counter this, again, because otherwise I'm sure there are going to be many gamers who just feel that it's just too tiring for them to play. So I'm looking forward to updates for this game, because again, as I told you, some of the mechanics I like, but the other things that need to be again worked on and improved, and hopefully the developer is listening and those things will be improved in later versions. So again, that's my take on the game. Keep in mind that the version I'm using is 1.6.3, and if you see another update that is later than that, maybe some of the things might have been fixed by now as of the time of you watching this video, so you might want to give it a try. I'm just saying. And again, I'm sorry for the lack of sound. I have no idea what happens there. Yeah, things like that can happen. And that's it. I hope you find this one interesting and consider maybe leaving a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers.